Hey everybody! Okay, so I wanted to make this video. I wanted to talk about my hair situation. I don't even really know how to go about this. I've never really made YouTube videos just like sitting down and talking about something serious or whatever. Um, I'm gonna do my best to have this video be with no cuts, no edits really, just me talking about my head. Um, okay, so recently, like a couple of like my friends just Snapchat a little bit has seen me like, without any hair, and everyone's like, I've been at work, people have been like, oh my god, did you shave your head? And I just been like saying, yeah. Well, I didn't shave my head. I was born like this. My family has this strand in our genetics where like hair growth just isn't really a thing. It's not, it doesn't get to everybody, but my mom has the same thing, my grandma does, and then I guess a couple of my mom's cousins do, but I have brothers and they didn't catch that same strand. So basically, like my mom, she actually has no hair. For me, I have like a little bit, like it grows in. It grows in, and when I was about 14, it grew in a lot. So um, it's nothing unhealthy. It's not cancer. It's not alopecia. I don't have anything wrong with me internally. I have leg hair. I have arm hair. I have eyebrows and eyelashes. Like obviously those aren't real, but I have like hair, and if I try really hard, I can grow it out. So I guess I'll start over from like square one. So when I was born, I guess like when I was first born, when I came out of like my mom's womb, I guess I had like a ton of hair. I guess my dad like thought that I was Indian because I came out and had like really thick, long black hair, and then it all fell out. So growing up, I like never really had any issues. I didn't think I was different or weird. I loved not having to wear wigs or anything like that. I just ran around and like jumped in water and did whatever I really wanted to. And then I grew up by the beach pretty much most of my life. From the time that I don't know, from the time I was like real small till I was about like 10, I kind of like grew up a lot by the beach. I never really had problems with anybody asking about my hair, like my head or anything. But then I moved to Murrieta, California, and that's when it became a huge problem. Like people were starting rumors that I had cancer. People were talking about how if I was a boy or I was a girl. And then that was fifth grade. Middle school, it got even worse. Middle school was so bad. I brushed it off. I've always had like a pretty like strong backbone. I've never really let anything that anybody has to say get to me to a certain extent. So I started wearing wigs when I was about maybe 13 or 14, because my mom took me wig shopping because my mom has worn a wig ever since she was really small. Um, and I liked how I felt. Like I found this one like black wig that went to about like here, and I felt like really pretty and I felt really nice. And I went to a school dance and I got a lot of attention that I wouldn't have normally gotten without any hair. And but at that time, my hair, like my real hair, had grown in so much. I mean, like I had like a nice little like comb over, and it was really nice. It wasn't super bad, but I started wearing wigs, and then I wore them up until a couple days ago. I just stopped wearing them like a couple days ago. Um, it has been such an ache to cover up my head every day for the last 6 or 7 years. I started wearing them when I was like 13, 14, and I'm 20 now. So, like 6 or 7 years, I've just been every day covering up my head. It gets itchy, it gets hot, wigs are, and it was really nice. It wasn't super bad. But I started wearing wigs and then I wore them up until a couple days ago. I just stopped wearing them like a couple days ago. Um, it has been such an ache to cover up my head every day for the last 6 or 7 years. I started wearing them when I was like 13, 14, and I'm 20 now. So like 6 or 7 years, I've just been every day covering up my head. It gets itchy, it gets hot. Wigs are extremely expensive, especially the ones that like look more real, look more nice, which were the ones that I got because you don't want to go around wearing wigs that make your hair look super strange. You want to have like a nice lace in the front so that everything looks really real. My family and I have probably spent over $5,000 or probably way more on wigs. I know like the most expensive wig I think I've ever bought is probably like $900, and that's funny because that's on a cheap scale for buying a wig. So it just started causing a lot of problems, and then I couldn't do a lot of the stuff that I love doing. Like I like jumping off of rocks into the ocean. I love cliff diving. I like swimming. But with wigs, you have to be really careful doing that stuff. One, it ruins the wig. Two, you're always nervous it's gonna come off. So when you're jumping, you're like holding it, like hoping nothing happens. But there's been so many times I've been like out with friends at the beach or at a pool where like people that I was with didn't even know that I wore wigs, and I have gone in the ocean and my wig was like completely swept away. And these people are like, "What the hell's going on?" I'm like, "Surprise! Like that's my little secret." So I just decided that it's not something I want to do anymore. Now that I'm growing up and I've learned a lot throughout the last couple of years of my life, what's most important to me right now isn't really like looks. I mean, obviously girls like to look pretty and stuff, but I just want to be my most authentic self that I possibly can be. Like, I've had problems recently with my throat chakra not being fully open, and I can feel it. And I think it's because it's a lack of self-expression, and I think that this helps me a lot with just telling my truth and being able to inspire others to just feel beautiful in their own natural skin. I actually just got hired at Lush Cosmetics recently. That was so exciting. The first time that I didn't wear a wig out in public in the last 7 years, I went to my Lush hiring party, and everybody was so like loving and supportive. Like people were just like, "You look so good, like everything looks so great." And those people don't even know, but that helps me so much just to come out of like my little shell. Like this isn't really something that's difficult for me to talk about. Like it doesn't bother me a lot, but it's really important for me to be self-expressive. So to help me do this, I got tattoos on the side of my head. I got a heart to resemble the love that it takes in order to not wear any like wigs anymore, to be my full self every day. And then I got a tooth for the ache that it's caused mentally, financially, physically too. I mean, I was getting really bad like tension headaches and having a lot of neck pains just doing anything. I mean, because you have something strapped around your head all day, and it just got extremely uncomfortable. So the tooth shows the ache, the heart shows the love. And that's pretty much my story. It's not a super hurtful story. I don't have a lot of pain from it. It's nothing like that, but I wanted to announce that it's pretty much time for me to be who I want to be without having to care what anybody else thinks, because that's not life. Life isn't constantly trying to please others and make sure that you feel pretty or good enough for everybody else. Life is to make sure that you feel good about yourself with what you're doing and what you look like. Whether that's if you put a ton of makeup on or if you don't, however you feel comfortable in your own skin, that's what life is about. That's beauty. And beauty comes from within, and it'll shine on the outside if you have it inside. So there's my explanation. I hope everybody's having a really good day, and just be your highest, greatest, most motivated, authentic self, and don't let anybody stop you.